Yo, what's up, YouTube? Okie dokie. So the reason that I decided to record this video is because I just got finished watching an anime that I honestly fell in love with from like the very first few minutes of it, and the anime in question is called. I hope I pronounced this right. I think it's called. Uh, it's fuck. Um, you know what? Give me 1 second. This is really bad. Okay, so the anime is called Arakawa Under the Bridge. And to make a long story short, the anime, I've only seen one episode of it, and it basically, there's a guy who I guess you can kind of say he is a very successful businessman, essentially. He has a motto that he never wants to be in debt to anyone within his life. That's pretty much his family, motto of how to deal with the world. So he basically encounters this girl who goes by the name of Nino, who is extremely attractive, I will say. She's essentially poor, and she ends up helping him because he basically finds himself about to drown due to because like in the first part of the episode there are some teenage boys and they kind of stole his pants and afterwards they hung his pants like on a pole or something, and he was attempting to try to get his pants back, and as a result the pole was actually kind of falling into the river, and it's like and while he was trying to like get the actual pants, the girl known as Nino, the really hot blonde girl, was she was kind of asking if he needed help, and he said no, and I don't want to be in debt to anybody. And the moment that he says that is when the pole breaks, and then when he starts falling into the river, and then she says, "Well, good luck," and and then she ends up helping him, and essentially the story is now about him trying to repay the debt to her. Now, as I said before, I've only seen one episode, and honestly, I love it so much. That's the biggest reason why I wanted to record this video. I'm kind of just going unscripted. I just really wanted to talk about this anime with somebody, and I figured, fuck it, let me just record myself expressing my raw feelings. This is such a great anime. I really want to thank the YouTuber known as Misty Quinexia because what inspired me to actually watch this anime is the fact that he recently made a doppelganger top 10 of the Monogatari series. So it's basically well, it wasn't a top 10, but it was a doppelganger. Essentially, he connects animes that are similar to the Monogatari franchise, and Arakawa Under the Bridge was one of the shows there. Um, so I really want to thank him. But as I said, truth be told, this anime is just so great. It's very comedic, like it's very funny, and I feel like the premise is just so unique because, as I said before, you have a girl who's really attractive and blonde, and who's essentially poor, and then you have a guy who's like the total opposite because he's very financially well off, and like I said, big time businessman, and to see the way that they're interacting with each other, she has kind of like a nonchalant like attitude, like she, you know what I mean? She's also like very eccentric. I think she considers herself to be like an alien or something, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like her vibe is just so different. You know what I mean? Like she's weird, but I love it. Like it's I really love it. Um, and the guy itself is he I was gonna say the main guy is also kind of eccentric because of his obsession not to want to be in debt to other people, and because it kind of drives him to do like very abnormal things, like wanting to repay the debt to the girl and becoming her lover in the process, because that's essentially what she wants or whatever. Like she wants to experience love with somebody, which is pretty random. But overall, this is such a great anime, and it's funny because recently I've been going through like a really big dry spell when it comes to anime that I like. Like no, I haven't been able to find any shows that have really like triggered like anything within me emotionally. So this is like the first anime in such a long time that I am just enjoying so much. Now, truth be told, I'm a little scared because, as I said, as of this recording, I've only seen one episode, and a lot of times, when you watch anime and you really get like a good impression from the very first episode, a lot of times the anime itself tends to become less interesting after that. So, in theory, in order for me to continue liking this anime, it's going to have to continue to be consistently good as episode one was. Because if it falls down in quality, then I'm gonna be disappointed. But if it continues like this, then it's gonna instantly become one of my favorites. Like it kind of already is, but again, I'm gonna try not to pass judgment on it until I've completed it. And I think there's actually 2 seasons of it, so I'm really excited to watch more. So I think that's pretty much it. If you're somebody who has heard of this anime, like I said, Arakawa Under a Bridge, and you've never seen it, I definitely recommend it. You know, like I said, it has great comedy, and I feel like it has a very unique premise. As I said, you have the rich guy, essentially a very successful guy, and the poor girl who's extremely hot. And like I said, they both have very different, eccentric kind of personalities. You know, her with her nonchalant, somewhat simple attitude and approach to life, and you have this other guy who is really very obsessed with not being in debt, and kind of he kind of represents the viewer because the girl's personality as well as her living conditions are just so fucking absurd. But and the way that he's reacting is probably the way that all of us are reacting, like whenever she speaks in regards to something. So yeah, definitely, I really like the premise of this anime. I think it offers, like I said, comedy is great. I believe the same director who did the Monogatari series, like the guy who directs that, also directed this, and it's also from the same studio, Studio Shaft. So the animation is very much on point. Very much enjoying that. I don't think I've seen any head tilts though, at least within the first episode. So I think that's kind of different. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to express my raw thoughts. I love this anime. I definitely recommend checking it out if you like the Monogatari franchise, or you just want to see something that's just really unique, and you like anything that I had to say. Check it out, and yeah, hopefully the anime will continue to be good, and maybe I'll give a review. Who knows? So, anyways, pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time in whatever video I feel like making, because this is my channel and I do whatever the fuck I want to do. Ah!